delighted to be able to offer iPads to the veterans so they can explore the internet for the first time. We find that getting online can be quite daunting. They fear IT, they fear the pressing the wrong button, forgetting passwords, maybe being scammed. So actually, in so much this isn't an IT project, it's about people and addressing the fear that they have of the internet. The key therefore is that they are supported and they can explore, maybe take up a new hobby, keep up to date with RNA activity. They might receive the newsletter, that kind of thing online. They can look at the website, and also there are other benefits they may like to explore in terms of shopping online, maybe banking, but always being conscious of security at the same time. So the project is funded by the Aged Veterans Fund, and the criteria is that it's to address social isolation. So it could be that the iPad brings people into the branches so they can learn from each other. It can be that Shipmate goes out to them at home and talks about what they need. Is it contact with their family? And if so, the iPad can obviously help with Skype, FaceTime, that kind of thing.
Yes, it's very handy. I use it to photograph. I use it to contact my son out in America on FaceTime.
I enjoy it very much. I look things up and, you know, it's given me a sort of another occupation. I'm joining the people who have computers now because I know what they're talking about.
We're delighted to have issued over 670 iPads now. We've reached veterans across the country, including Scotland, Wales, and we are progressing our work in Ireland. The iPads are all issued from the Royal Naval Association. They're free of charge, and they come with a protective cover with our logo to ensure that they know they're issued as part of Project Semaphore. So the iPads that we've got, the first batch, were all built for us, so we were able to get a certain amount of apps already preloaded to make life really, really easy for them. And likewise, we've included some web links, so at the press of a button, they can get on to the Royal Naval Association, British Legion, RNRMC, all of the sites that they're familiar with. And we find that really breaks the ice actually, but you know, it is quite daunting and it can be quite scary. So we can show them literally at the press of a button, you're in, that's how easy it is.
I think it was a superb idea, because it enables you to get in contact with other branches, shipmates, anywhere, all over the world. Australia, New Zealand, America, and I think for the vast majority of people that have got one of these will become better, and some of the older people are much quicker on the uptake than I am.
So the key to our success is that shipmates help each other. So we've recruited volunteers and really specific volunteers who understand veterans, who've got the time and the commitment and a certain amount of skill to make sure that they make the process as simple as possible.
Teaching shipmates how to use the iPad is very rewarding. To see the smile on their faces when they're talking to relatives in Holland, or South Africa or wherever. And when they grasp the technology, and to know that the iPads have been issued to them, it's given them a tremendous amount of freedom. You try and imagine them sat in their house before, probably watching daytime TV and all the rest of it. Now they've got the freedom to search the internet, as I said earlier, research stuff, and it's given them a whole new outlook.
Some of them are overwhelmed. It's actually been life-changing for some without being too dramatic. They remember the old days when they had to book a call to speak to a relative, maybe abroad. But now to be able to touch literally one button and see their loved ones who may be abroad, who may be in this country, is absolutely life-changing.
I think the project that the RNA involved in with issuing these iPads is tremendous. I think it's something that the RNA should be doing. After all, that's what we're all about, is looking after veterans, talking to veterans, and bringing them forward. They really do enjoy it, and I think it's a superb project.